So the exhibit is called It Be Like That Sometimes, and the term, which is actually just a slang term for accepting truths, accepting things that we can't quite grapple with.
My name is Rashante Sims. So I wanted to take this, since this is going to be my last piece entering any show in the Art Center for this year. I wanted to take a hands-on approach and get it to be really interactive. So these two are like for you to actually interact and to look at each different part, each section, to see like if it reminds you of anything good that you experienced or reminds you of a good memory. And this is the, I guess, the quote-unquote portal, because the title is a portal to nostalgia. This is the portal to take you in and to get you to think about and to interact with this piece. So I guess you would see this piece and see yourself in those mirrored pieces, and then you would interact with this and I guess starts to think. The main thing I want you to walk away with is a good memory or good experience that you had, and to know that there always are silver linings in life, and that nothing stays the same, everything is temporary.
Okay, excellent, that's nice.
Thank you.
And that's something that the teens came up with as they were thinking about all of the different just different experiences that teens have growing up, what it is to belong, what it is to feel displaced.
What's your name?
Jason Mason. The character on the shirt, if you look here, he's staring down at a book, and this actual character is based on a cartoon by Warner Brothers, The Censored 11, that was taken off the air for racial stereotypes. And so the cartoon portrayed, you know, racist, ethnic stereotypes, specifically by blacks. And so I wanted to show, like, use that character, but use him in a positive light as opposed to his negative light that was used once before. So the character on the shirt, he's reading a book, and so I wanted to get away from, you know, that reality of, you know, black people not reading. So changing that and reimagining that through a shirt. And even in the words, you can see it says stereotype. And words read vary a lot much. So it's kind of, you know, again, recreating or reimagining, as I like to call it. And so taking that stereotype and really twisted it into something positive. So not really even getting rid of stereotypes, but making positive stereotypes, because reading a book, you know, would actually educate black people, and it would be a better thing. So yeah, I wanted to, you know, twist that perception or that message.
And they kind of came up with a term, well, it'd be like that sometimes, you know, like you kind of never know. It's going to be, you know, lots of ups and downs and being a teenager, and that comes with also making work. The work's going to have its peaks, the work's is going to have its lows, it's going to have its weird times. So it's kind of embracing a little bit of the weird, a little bit of the unknown, and making work around kind of that acceptance.
You know, it can be very frustrating for young people. I think a lot of times we're really hard on young people and giving them a hard time, extremely ageist, don't think they're capable of anything, put them in boxes, tell them that they can't be powerful, they can't be amazing. We expect them to just work jobs, you know, to only fill their time with things. Like, it's not fair. It's not fair. So I wonder what we could do to, like, give them their power back and to give it to them in a different way, especially when they say the young people can only work at, you know, these jobs, these 9-to-5s, when you can make art, you know, money off your art at a young age, or you can start your own business, or you can open up your own services to help people around you.
Okay, hello, my name is Najma Amir, and I attend Kenwood Academy. As you all can see, it's 4 photographs, and what I really wanted to do was to show a perception of Chicago. And right here, you see that this one is more like it's away, while these are all close-ups. So with that same idea, Chicago has a lot of negative connotations where, as you can see here, it kind of fits that stereotype where it's like, it's very urban, there's a lot of trash on the ground, and it's kind of gentrified, as you can see, like the buildings and different things that are happening in that photograph. But as you see here, this one is more To me, it looks more advanced, where you see headphones, and I feel like those are two contrasting ideas, where it's like it's very dirty. You can see that it's pretty old looking, while this one is more new. So it's like two ideas that are like juxtapositioning each other.
Okay.
And then these two are also close-ups, where you see it's graffiti, which shows the culture of Chicago. And as you put all of them together, you get a sense of you get a sense of someone's culture, where there's many different aspects of Chicago and many different aspects of Chicago that you wouldn't get from just looking at a photograph that's kind of like a bird's eye view of Chicago.
Those things take time, and that's something else about this class too, is the restorative justice part are kind of like, all these words are like separate. It's not just arts or restorative justice, it's art, it's restorative, and then it's justice. And the idea of restoring ourselves and giving ourselves something back, like taking my power back, making myself feel good, making myself feel empowered, and then that being the work of justice as well, because these young people don't feel empowered, they don't feel special, they don't feel seen, they don't feel heard, they don't feel important. And giving them art and letting them say how they feel and letting them say exactly how they feel, and then teaching them through it.
Hi.
Hi. In this photograph, it's really simple. I just wanted everybody to see how simple something can be, but still have a lot of meaning and details in it. Because if you look at it, it really says something. I just don't know what, but it really says something. To me, that is. And I really love it.
I like that it's kind of like showing that even in a grocery store, there's architecture.
Yes.
The way all the lines, yeah, that's really cool.
I've always been interested in photographs, and I can't really draw a perfect picture, so photography was an outlet that I actually could do. And just with practice and the instructors that we have, I really enjoyed photography and learning more about it, so that's why I wanted to put all my focus into photography.
Well, I'd like to say something that I had that was really an interesting experience that ties into this interview. Is there's a young lady that you all probably would know after this interview named Vanessa, who is my student. And what I like about this is gave me a chance to have range with all different types of, taught from 5 years old to 75, but I never had an opportunity to work with someone that was providing a service to make life more fruitful for people that may have a slight disability or handicap. Through this, we've come up with incredible tripods that mount on wheelchairs and microphones and different lighting and cameras to make what looks like it's something that's kind of daunting seem pretty easy. And as you've seen in her work. So I would say probably one of my experiences here that's been really, really impactful on me, and what I'll be doing as an educator is working with people like you and the teens, and we'll see what happens on Saturday when I'm working with adults again.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you very much, Tony.
Thank you.